Hello children, welcome to today's class. In previous classes, we learned about different types of chemical reactions. Today, we are going to study energy changes in chemical reactions. In every chemical change or chemical reaction, change in energy is involved. That is, there is a difference between the chemical energies of the reactants and the products. This energy can be in the form of heat, light, sound and electricity. Every substance has a fixed amount of stored energy which is in the form of potential energy, and this energy is referred to as its chemical energy. So chemical energy is the stored energy in the form of potential energy. A chemical reaction involves the breaking up of a chemical bonds between atoms, resulting in absorption of energy in the form of heat and simultaneous formation of bonds with release of energy. So, in the breaking up of chemical bonds between the atoms, absorption of energy in the form of heat takes place, and in the formation of new bonds, the energy is released. These two types of energies are different from each other. That is, there is either a surplus or a deficit of energy during the reaction. Therefore, in a chemical reaction, energy is either absorbed or released. Depending upon the energy released or absorbed, chemical changes or chemical reactions are of two types: exothermic reactions and endothermic reactions. Let us have an eye on exothermic reaction. A chemical reaction in which heat is given out is called exothermic reaction. A reaction in which heat energy is given out. Such type of reaction is known as an exothermic reaction. It causes a rise in temperature. In exothermic reaction, total energy of the reactants is more than that of the products. You know, reactants are the chemical substances which take part in a chemical reaction, and products are the new substance formed as a result of the combination of reactants. So in an exothermic reaction, total energy content of reactants is more than that of the products. We have some examples here. When carbon burns in oxygen to form carbon dioxide, a lot of heat is produced. When water is added to quicklime, a lot of heat energy is produced with the formation of alkaline calcium hydroxide or slaked lime. Calcium hydroxide is known as slaked lime. Heat produced boils the water and hissing sound is produced. This is called slaking of lime. So this is an equation. This equation refers the slaking of lime. When water is added to quicklime. Quicklime is calcium oxide, CaO. A lot of heat energy is produced with the formation of slaked lime. Calcium hydroxide is slaked lime. The heat produced boils the water and we hear a hissing sound. This is called, the reaction is called slaking of lime. Another example is formation of water. When hydrogen is burnt in oxygen, water is formed and heat is released. This is also an exothermic reaction. Then we have the formation of ammonia. Nitrogen reacts with hydrogen in presence of a catalyst iron at 450 degrees Celsius to 500 degrees Celsius and above 200 atmosphere pressure forms ammonia. Then the next one is NaOH plus HCl gives NaCl plus H2O plus heat. What type of reaction is this? Do you remember? Can you say the type of reaction? Yes, it is a neutralization reaction. A neutralization reaction is a reaction in which an alkali reacts with an acid to form salt and water, along with the liberation of heat energy. Neutralization reactions are exothermic reactions. See this reaction. CH4 plus 2O2 gives CO2 plus 2H2O plus heat. Here, methane CH4 burns in oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water vapor with the release of large amount of heat energy. This reaction is known as burning or combustion. Methane burns in oxygen. Methane is a hydrocarbon. A hydrocarbon is a compound which contains only carbon and hydrogen. Methane contains carbon and hydrogen. Methane is the simplest hydrocarbon. When it burns, it produces large amount of heat energy. So we can call methane as a fuel. Do you know what is a fuel? A fuel is a substance which on burning produces large amount of heat energy. So we can say that burning is an exothermic reaction. Our bodies need energy to make possible the reactions that take place in our cells. These reactions allow us to carry out our everyday activities. We need energy to stay alive and we get this energy from food. During digestion, what happens? Food is broken down into simpler substances. We all know that. For example, the carbohydrates in rice, potatoes and bread are broken down to form glucose. The combustion of glucose with oxygen in the cells of the body provides energy. Here is the equation for that. C6H12O6 glucose plus 6O2 gives glucose burns in oxygen or combustion of oxygen gives 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus energy. This energy is used for doing our body activities. This reaction is exothermic and it is known by a special name, respiration. What is the name of the reaction? The reaction is respiration. You know, respiration is the process by which food is broken down into simpler substances with the release of energy. Along with this, carbon dioxide is also released. That process is known as respiration. So, respiration is an exothermic reaction. Respiration, rusting and burning of fuels are some common exothermic reactions. Let us study endothermic reaction. A chemical reaction in which heat is absorbed is called endothermic reaction. It causes a fall in temperature. Endothermic reactions cannot be sustained without supply of energy from an external source. In an endothermic reaction, total energy content of products is more than that of the reactants. Examples: formation of carbon disulfide. When carbon is heated with sulfur at high temperature, liquid carbon disulfide is formed. Then formation of nitric oxide. When nitrogen and oxygen are heated together to a temperature of about 3000 degrees Celsius, nitric oxide gas is formed. This is an endothermic reaction. You know that air contains both nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrogen, the percentage of nitrogen is 78 and oxygen 21%. But under normal conditions, nitrogen and oxygen present in air, they do not react each other. But during lightning and thunder, when the temperature is very high, then these two gases react together and form nitric oxide. So it is an endothermic reaction. Then you have studied about the decomposition of calcium carbonate. When calcium carbonate is heated, then only the decomposition of calcium carbonate takes place and forms calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. We have to heat at a temperature of 1000 degrees Celsius. Then calcium carbonate decomposes to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. There are some reactions which take place only with the absorption of light energy. Such reactions are known as photochemical reactions. It is a reaction that occurs with the absorption of light energy. We have an example, decomposition of silver nitrate. Silver nitrate in presence of sunlight decomposes to form metallic silver, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. The equation is 2AgNO3 gives 2Ag plus 2NO2 plus O2. Another important example for photochemical reaction is photosynthesis. You are very familiar with this reaction, and you know that it is the naturally occurring chemical reaction, and this photosynthesis is the process which sustains life on earth. The equation for the photosynthesis reaction can be given as 6CO2 plus 6H2O gives C6H12O6 plus 6O2. What is photosynthesis? You all know it. Plants, green plants make their own food in presence of sunlight using carbon dioxide and water. And of course, there is a green pigment present in plants known as chlorophyll. This chlorophyll absorbs the energy of the sun and they prepare their own food. The food prepared by plants is the starch or sugar. As a result of photosynthesis, oxygen is also released. So this is a reaction. Photosynthesis helps to maintain the balance between carbon dioxide and oxygen present in air. Plants take carbon dioxide for photosynthesis and release oxygen. Animals and human beings take oxygen for respiration and release carbon dioxide. This process continues. So photosynthesis helps to maintain the balance between carbon dioxide and oxygen in air. You can see the process of photosynthesis in this diagram. We know that water can be split into its constituent elements hydrogen and oxygen by passing electricity through acidified water. So the reaction takes place only with the help of electric current. Such reaction is known as electrochemical reaction. So a chemical reaction that occurs with absorption of electrical energy is known as an electrochemical reaction. Example, decomposition of water into hydrogen and oxygen. Pure water is a bad conductor of electricity. Therefore, we are adding acid to water to make water a good conductor of electricity. So, when electric current is passed through acidified water, it breaks into hydrogen and oxygen. The equation is 2H2O gives 2H2 plus O2. Today we studied about energy changes in chemical reactions, and we studied different types of reactions in which either energy is absorbed or released. We studied about exothermic reaction in which heat energy is given out. Endothermic reaction is a reaction in which heat energy is absorbed. Photochemical reaction is a reaction which occurs with the absorption of light energy, and electrochemical reaction occurs with absorption of electrical energy. Let us wind up for the day. Thank you.